Hello there, folks. My name is Great Mighty Poe, and welcome to episode 3 of Nightreign Solo Wylder. Been a bit of a gap between the, I guess, yesterday and this one. I had a bit of a goof. I paused the recording because I needed to blow my nose, and then I thought I unpaused it, but I didn't. So I ended up losing most of the recording. So, in order to fix that, because I ended up completing the entire expedition, and I advanced it to mountaintops and a remembrance thing, I had to legitimately just restart the character, because I thought to make a backup save. I've made a backup save now. I've realised that's probably a good idea in case I goof again. So our relics are a bit different, so you can see these are our relics now. We got some different ones because I just had to restart the character. Yeah. Bit unfortunate, but oh well. Didn't have any issues with Gladius or Adele getting them down. Got them down first try, that was fine. Yeah, let's commence the expedition for Pest. With Crater underway, and we need to do a remembrance, so we need to pick up that whetstone and that mining tunnel. Which I haven't been to a mining tunnel yet. Or have we? No, we've been to one. We've been to the one that we're going to go to today, though. Hey. Yep, so you can see the mine that's got the objective is the one down the south here. We have two churches right next to each other. We do have a fire camp and a fire camp, which is really nice to see. So, looks like we're gonna have well, hopefully a decent game. I'm gonna try and avoid Crater because I did Crater last time. And I don't know if I need a legendary armament necessarily. I do find Gnoster is a particularly tanky boss, because it is technically two bosses, and it does take a little bit to get them down, so more damage is helpful, but I don't know if I necessarily need it 100%. I think I should be okay, even with a, you know, one with purple. I hate some of these starting camps. Why are the rats tankier than bosses sometimes? Die. Oh my god, why are there so many rats? Where's Ishan when you need him? Okay. I'll activate the 4 corpses. The ones in the Lanedale outfits, they're the ones that have the actual weapons. These corpses over here, oh, sorry about that, they just have items, so yeah. And I don't need that, cool. I did pick up a rickety shield with buckler parry, so I can get rid of Wylder's shield, because I don't need it. I've got a replacement already. We're gonna head back here before we level up. There can be a chest here, and there can also be a scarab over here, so like to check those out. What have we got? I think talismans are 100% random. I don't think there's any filtering to make sure that you can get ones that are actually good for the character you're playing. Which, you know, obviously like an Iron I'd be going, whoo, with that, but I'm not an Iron Eye, I'm going to use a bow. My moveset with a bow will not be as good as Iron Eye's moveset with a bow. Okay. And yeah, we've got a magic fort. You can tell because magic shooting out of the sky. Also on the map, it's got the magic icon. These places are the same as the non-magic ones of the large fort variety. You got to enter from the bottom. And the boss is up top, and there's not much reason to stop and fight anything on the way. We'll stop in this room here because it is a metal chest, and this one can contain stone sword keys, which you can see that I got one. This is a pretty strange boss up here. It is Crystallians, but this guy here is part of the boss fight, and he's not a Crystallian. So you think it'd be 2 Crystallians, but it's not. It is just 1 Crystallian and a random dude. Actually, it could be a random woman whose name's Crystal. So she is a, you know, honorary Crystallion or something, I don't know. Don't want to fall off. I was trying to grapple him for some damage, but almost went badly. Okay, Magic Flamberge or a Thorn Whip. Well, I'll take the Magic Flamberge. It has more damage, it has bleed. It'll do for now. Obviously, Gnoster, they are a magic boss, so they are a bit resistant to magic. So not something I want to use for the fight, but it should be okay. Oh, improved item discovery. I'll take that. Although, like, Fortis, the, like, big bug, if you don't know, that is the name of the big bug, because during the enhanced version they get separate bars, which is pretty cool. Yeah, but Fortis isn't as resistant to magic, which is the one you can actually be attacking, but it's still not ideal. You really, really want a fire weapon. Nothing really special against, you know, the big bug. Except for more damage, but against Gnoster, if you get a hit on them with a fire weapon, then they stay burning for a bit, so it does damage over time. It's really good. Ah, we got Flame Chariot Camp, so we can tell this because, you know, there was no tower, which I didn't get much of a look at. Well, so with these, I like to bait out an attack to try and get them to stop moving too much. I think he should be finishing. What you need to do is you need to get lucky and jump on top of them and push R1. And then I'll do a she'll plunge and I'll take it out on one hit. This one over here is... two of these are in fixed locations, that first one and this one here, always in these locations. The third one you can see moving, he does a loop around the camp. So it's all random where he will be. I like to run in front of it, which will generally bait out the charge, allowing me to get on top of him before he does too much. And always run away because they do blow up. Okay. Heaven Knight's Great Sword improved dark counters. A Fire Flail. I'm not the biggest fan of flails personally, and particularly for how I like to fight Gnoster, I need a little bit more reach, so not something I want, so I think I'll take the physical attack power. Disappointing that I didn't get a decent fire weapon from this camp, but there is more fire camps. And I believe Crater, it has a higher chance for giving you fire weapons as well, so that's pretty good. I'm wondering, yeah, I think I'm going to make a beeline for the mine right now. Otherwise I'm not going to be able to get it done, so I need to get it done now. The item I need to get is guarded by an enemy. As with all Remembrance quests, they are all guarded by enemies, or you need to kill an enemy. So that's worth keeping in mind. This particular enemy is pretty simple. It is just a Crystallion, which we've already killed one, so it shouldn't be too bad. Oh no! Our first invasion. I'm not wanting to do that. Thank you, Maris. I don't want to be teleported across the map right now. Yeah, so that's one of the events that can happen. And that is Maris invading us. I didn't have stamina, so I couldn't do my ult, but I can do my ult. Awesome. It's always worth doing the objectives, because you do get 30,000 runes. Hello, Augur! Oh, this is gonna be actually kind of annoying. Whereabouts are we? This is gonna end. So I can tell we're gonna be outside the circle. When an Augur invasion is like this, so they've transported you outside of where the circle's going to be. Eventually when the rains get here, Augur will just leave, so yeah, you can see the rain's coming in pretty quick, so Augur will disappear and we'll be able to just leave. Augur's reward is pretty good, particularly for mage characters. It is one of the few ways of getting FP back. It just changes your flask so that you also restore FP with your flask. I think once it, yeah, I think I want to be going. Ah, there we go. Awesome. If an invasion leaves like that, then you're fine. You don't get any debuffs, you don't get any negative effects, it just ends. If Augur had killed me, then I would have got a debuff that would have made it so I take more damage. Fortunately, that did not happen. Because that would have been a bit unfortunate to deal with. If I had beaten Augur, obviously I would have got that reward where the flask now restores FP, but no chance of that happening. Augur moves around a lot, and yeah, they would go away no matter what. So, oh well. I did actually, while I was redoing the fights, have the Morgoth invasion. Nearly cost me my Adele run. It was not very good. Potential for a chest here. Obviously nothing there right now. I was heading down Crater to upgrade a Serpentbone Blade, like I did in the actual episode I posted. But I got invaded by Morgoth partway down while I was fighting the prelates and the monks, that boss fight that locks you up from going further down. And so I had no flasks, and I couldn't kill the prelates to get the Site of Grace to spawn to be able to get some healing, so I got a bit screwed over. Let's head over there to this fire camp over here. Try and get a fire weapon. Oh, we got 13,000 as well. Let's have a look at this fella. Oh, he does have a Cross Naginata with the multiple periodic gun blades. So this is one that you'll see shot quite often. I believe 5th Matt, so he's the randomizer dev. He in charge of DiveScript, which is the tool we use for scripting for modding. Just a really awesome dude. I believe he looked into how many shops there were. I think there's like 20 fixed shops, because he's looking into all the seed stuff as well. So there's a fixed number of shops with fixed loot, so you will see this shop fairly frequently, because it is one of the shops that can show up. So, and I'm gonna buy that because I really like the multiple periodic glint blades. Just any of the glint blade ones are just free damage, so I absolutely adore them, because free damage is free damage, and I like free damage. Okay, we've got another flame chariot camp. Can tell from a distance, like, no tower, obviously very ramshackle, like it's definitely not a red main camp. See, I just go places and I get money, that's why I love glint blades. Let him charge. Okay, he's on a bit of a rock. Can be a bit finicky sometimes getting the riposts on these things. Once you get it down, it's not too bad. Again, this one here, I like to run in front of it. Gets attention. If you try and run directly to their back, they're liable to do an attack that'll make it so you can't jump on them very well. So it's not particularly good. Actually, yeah. Yoink. Didn't even need the double jump. Let's go. Oh! With either improved fire attack power? or improved rot resistance. That is, that's a difficult choice. I could always get improved sorcery and incantations. I'll take the fire attack power. Don't know if I'll use them per se. But I have them at least. Ah, okay. Looks like it's on the other side of the castle. I'm not too sure what's in castle. It could be Crucible Knights or it could be Banished Knights. I'm not 100% too sure on that one. We can head up and take a look. I do have my ult, and there is a Banished Knight that would be very easy to kill. Okay, no, it's Cruces. So I'll just go down here and I'll take a look at what's in these chests. Improved crits and less likely to be targeted. Well, I just realized I haven't been using my magic flamberge this entire time. Yeah, you can back off, Mr. Ordivis. There we go. Come on. Thank you. Frostbite. I'll take more health. Let's go. Looks like I might end up doing Crater again, just simply because there's not much else on this map. I think that's one of the problems with Crater, it takes out a lot of points of interest. So either you do Castle, or there's not much else to do. Also takes out both the mines, I guess because you can get a legendary, which is pretty good. But, I do have the township up here, we do have another church. But I think I'm most likely going to end up going down Crater again. Try and get a fire weapon along the way. Otherwise, it will just be these Bloodhound Claws, which are not the best in terms of reach. They're not exactly ideal for Gnoster. Oh no. Oh no. Oh no. It's Tibia. This is one of the fights that I don't like. It's Tibia Mariner and a bunch of skeletons, but Tibia can bring back skeletons, so you need to focus down Tibia. And he's just got a lot of health, so it's really tedious. You stop slapping me! Bloody hell. Well, he's not slapping me, he's stabbing me, but slapping sounds more interesting. Not as bad as a multiplayer, but still. Oh my god, I hate skeletons in Elden Ring. It's so annoying. They won't just die, you gotta hit them again. You gotta keep your ear out with this one, because you can hear Tibia when he comes back, so. Okay, now he's gonna summon on his death a Deathrite Bird. Oh no. Yeah, it does the big AoE. Oh lord. That'll take out a bit of the undead for you, which is actually kind of helpful. Oh lord, that attack hurts. I'm just gonna panic dodge. So you could just focus the Deathrite Bird, or you could just kill these guys. What's with the spear ones and wanting to poke me non-stop? He's doing spears. Okay, I just run. Spears, yep. Good thing he has friendly fire, makes it a bit easier. What the fuck? Where did the giant skeleton come from? This fight is so weird. Oh, not again, you little shit. Oh, come on. There we go. Like, this is why I don't like this fight. It just takes so damn long. There's so many of them. Obviously, if you're in a group, this isn't that bad. You just destroy them. Or if you have a holy weapon, you destroy them. But I have neither of those things. I don't have friends, and I don't have a holy weapon. Just counter attack, holy ground, or HP rest. I'll take holy ground at low HP. It's not the worst. So we can either... Oh, actually, I think... Let's go see what's in the basement, because we're right here. I think we can do basement boss and get down to crater. And we should be okay. Basement boss, my beloved. Everyone's beloved. Everyone loves basement boss. What do we got? A Zamor. I have a parry shield. In the failed recording, I had Zamors everywhere. I had Zamor ice ruins everywhere, and it was driving me up the wall. Oh, come on. I'm gonna slap you once to build up some bleed, then I'm gonna ult you to get a crit so that I can build up even more bleed. And now you're pretty much dead. Easy. Come on! Every time I get a legendary. We do have Vike's Wolfspear. Worth Matters produces a Flame of Frenzy. So I noticed in a conversation on server name last night, people don't know about this, but if you push in your stick, so your right stick, you get details, and then you can, you know, move around the D-pad, up and down, left and right, to get information about certain things, even in this menu. So you can see this, launches the Flame of Frenzy with Shock of Madness. So when I madden myself with the spear, I think they'll set this off. I think it will, I'm not too sure. And you can see all of my little buffs, which is pretty cool. Winding Grace, obviously really good, but having Vike's Wolfspear would be even better. So, yeah, goodbye Magic Flamberge. Hello, Vike's Wolfspear. I do like my great spears. Yeah, I guess I'll head up this way. More for the talisman than anything else. Although since, yeah, I guess I can make a legendary Vike spear. That could be fun. The immunity boost was also tempting because Gnoster obviously has the poison attack, but I'm not too worried about that. I'm a little bit worried because if I do get the parasite, I can't do anything about it. Oh god, I was trying to jump, but not jump. Actually, that's perfect. Puts me down here. I'm not too sure how good this one's going to be against fire enemies, but we'll see. There we go. Oh yeah, I need to switch back to that because I need my glint blades. There we go. Improved fire damage negation. I'll take the FP. I mean, I could use the Naginata if I get really desperate, but I don't think I'm that desperate. Oh, the bleed. I think that's my first death on camera. Where have you put me? Where is my money? Who's got it? Look, which one of you has my money? I want my money back. That's a Nightreign mechanic. Enemies pick up your money. Can you go away? Where did all these enemies come from? Oh my god, what is happening? I have every enemy in a 6-mile radius trying to murder me right now, and it sucks. God damn, leave me alone! I will take a Jark Cannon. It is a very, very decent weapon. Yeah, go back here because that is the site of grace. Don't know if I'm going to get all the way down to the magma worm at this rate, but oh well. Why are there so many enemies coming out of the woodwork? Never had it be so enemy dense down here before. Okay, well the night tide's only growing stronger now, which isn't actually half bad. Perfect. I don't know what's happening, why I'm getting every enemy aggroing and not leaving me alone. Normally there's preventions in solo play to make it so you're not getting ganked, but doesn't seem to be working too well at the moment. But this is where I got invaded by Morgott in my offline stuff where I had to rebuild my save. Okay, that damage negation up while charging attacks. Very nice. God damn it, it's Narcurst again, oh no. This happened in the last run as well, I got Troll's Golden Sword as well. Oh, improved attack power and two-handing or improved stance breaking? I'll take the improved attack power, I think. Yeah, sorry, carrying Glint Blade. They are also fire, which is also really good. Yeah. Then they have bleed, which is really nice. So. Just keep running, just keep running. Okay. This is where the hands are. Yep. Hello, Hans. Hans the Hans. And... just keep heading this way. I should really talk about at the moment. I'm just blabbering nonsense. No scarab here. That's always a bit of a sadness. Warming stone and improved judge attack shoulder soldier crossbow. It is pull. You do, you know, pull it into your shoulder, but you know. Honestly, considering this is a fire weapon, that's really good damage. Can you waste my time some other time? My god, he's still going! Man, they got better public transport here than they do where I live. This guy's a really good train. I don't even bother dodging that attack. I either get hit by it or I don't. No, not again! Why? And he's still going. Oh, train has left the station, mate. There we go. All successive attacks negate damage, improve magic attack power, or increase enemy damage after a crit. I'll take Azur's for the successive attacks. Yeah, sorry Rickety Shield, I'm not gonna need you. Because we cannot crit Fortis. We can crit Gnoster if we get lucky, but Legendary Vikes. Let's go. I think it would have been really cool, like a neat touch, if there was a, you know, a legendary passive, like per weapon class, that you would get as an extra bonus. Like, rather than just being a damage thing, you would get like a legendary. Like, because legendaries have the unique effects. It'd be cool if you had something like that for this as well, where you get some unique bonus based on whatever weapon class it is. So this is a great spear. Maybe thrusting counterattacks do, you know, something. I don't know. don't put me on the spot. I'm not good at coming up with ideas. But you know what I'm saying. It would have been a neat touch. Because I know obviously coming it up for each legendary effect for each weapon would have been way too much work. So weapon class would be, you know, where I'd go. Okay. And do have Demi-Human Queen over here, which I will come back and murder. But for now I want to get over to this church. We could go round, but I can just go up and over. If I didn't get caught on the cliff and almost fall back down. Oh, there is a scarab here as well. Right for the branch sword. I am good, thank you. If I'm at low HP, I do not want to do more damage. I want to get the hell away from the boss. It's put me at low HP. See, a Crater Church obviously has the merchant as well. So I could have got my Winding Grace here if I wanted, but I don't need it. Still no sign of the circle closing yet, which is good. But I'm expecting it very shortly, so I'm not gonna... Well, let's try and take on those formidable foes over there. Can leave them alone. I am level 13, so I'm rather happy with my level. Oh. God damn. Oh, there's a fire weapon! Man, improved jump attacks, touches incantations. Oh, more health! I'll take more health, thank you. This weapon's really good. Like, a great spear that's fire, that's gonna do some serious damage to Gnoster. I got pretty lucky getting it. The run that you didn't see, the one that I stuck up on the recording, I only had a bloody Hallis for my weapon, so it wasn't as easy. Like, Gnoster was actually a little bit of a challenge. Because I was finding it quite difficult to actually hit them. HP restoration upon attacks. Nah. And improved attack power when two-handing. Well, I already have a buff for that. But do I have anything I can replace? Improved fire attack power. No, I definitely want that, so no, I don't need that. I wonder if I can see them from up here. Barely. In that cave down there, we can see sort of the magma fall. There's another demi-human queen down there. And I am tempted to try and bum rush over there, but I can see the rain's coming in quite quickly. And getting back from them is always a bit of a pain, because you can see it's coming in quickly there as well. So, I'm not gonna try and bum rush this demi-human queen. I don't need any other loot. I don't need any passives. I'm all good. I'll just keep killing these little dudes. Oh, hey, there's another one over here I missed. He's hiding up top. I can see him. Yeah, you try to hide from me? Nah. I'm not going to use this yet, I'm going to wait until the first wave starts. Oh, you can't do... Oh, you can, okay. You can do gestures with the pause mod. I thought you couldn't because it didn't kick me out of the menu. But you just have to back out of the menu manually and it'll do it. Okay, that's interesting. I don't remember what boss fight I had. Because my brain is like fallen asleep again. I can't remember what boss fight I actually had for night 2. It was not this though. This is Dragonkin Soldier of Noxtella, I believe. You are the worst. There's something else I'm missing. Oh, there's one more of them. Goodbye, Phalanx wannabes. I shan't miss you. Yeah, not Dragonkin Soldier. That is doing a chunkage of damage. I like it. You're gonna throw lightning at me, aren't you? Yep. All of my Elden Ring practice. I could just see how these bosses would be giving so many other people trouble because, like, how do people know how to do? How did I learn how to do that? Keep your distance, bait out that attack, run to the side, charge attack, charge attack. He'll get unhappy and try and fly away, but he's confined to the circle. Man, Wylder has like the most style with that grapple. Executor may have his skill, but Wylder just something different about him. Because of that poisonous is tempting, more stamina is more stamina, and physical damage negation is really good. These are all solid choices, but I'm going to go for stamina, because stamina is just really good. I love my stamina. Oh, that was the boss I had. I had, Draconic Tree Sentinel. That was the boss I had. I remember. Converts damage received into HP. This is only elemental damage. It doesn't tell you. It's another one of those items that's like... Could really use some more info with this one. It is just elemental damage that gets converted into HP, which is good. But yeah, that's not really very clear. I'll take some crap as well. Goodbye, Stone Sword Key. Oh yeah, I have Warrior Jar Shard. I forgot about that. That's probably why my skill's doing so good. Oh, my skill's gonna melt this boss. Oh, I should have got some Starlight Shards. Oh man. Oh right, yeah, I have the relic effect to restore HP when using those. Oh my god. You see the tail wiggling, or any of his body wiggling? He's gonna do the roar, and then he's gonna burrow for phase 1. Do you wanna come close to me, so I can hit you? Because that'd be really cool. Nope, you're just doing poison everywhere. But yeah, you can use the big bug to shield yourself. A recommendation with the big bug is to stick to his ass a lot. You'll mostly be safer back here. From his attacks, at least. Not so much from Gnoster's. Okay. I think we're doing phase transition. Because there was no roar. And he will always roar before he burrows in phase 1. So, yeah. Chicken jockey! Woo! Now for the fun attack, the charge. Advice, run to the side. And you may need to dodge at the end if he is a bit too close. But whenever you see it start up, and you need to dodge twice at the end there, but I just ran, I got lucky. That charge is lethal if it hits you. with the beam, if you hear it going off, just run. It'll follow you, so just lead it somewhere far away. Nope, okay. I'll take a heal then. There we go. And we've got laser beam as well, so we'll just run away from that. Okay, I got caught by that, unfortunately. Ow. As soon as you see the blue flash with the magic starting to leave, that's when you need to start sprinting. And I got clipped right at the end there. I think I ran the wrong direction there, it was my fault. Oh, we got laser, so we'll just run away from that. There we go. Didn't go down once, and still got 4 heals left, so not half bad. You have to be a bit patient with Gnoster is sort of my advice. It's my advice for everything in Souls games is to be patient, which, you know, given me and my aggressive way of fighting in these games, seems a bit counterintuitive. But with Gnoster and their health bar, you really just have to be passive, because it is technically 2 health bars, just joined into 1. We had 102 kills? Holy. That's not bad at all. We got a Slate Whetstone, another Trace of Night. Arcane and Fire Attack power up. Items confer effects to all nearby allies, ultimate Arc Gauge. The ultimate Arc Gauge one, that is just your Arc Gauge charges faster, which is really good. Holy Attack power, ultimate gauge, and Dragon Communion incantations. HP restored from colossal weapon attacks. Ooh, that's a good Raider one. Kind of a little bit counterintuitive here with Totem Stellar and then Dexterity. But because the Totem Stellar ones aren't specific to Raider, this could work on another character, like say, I don't know, Iron Eye might be a good example because initial standard attack is good on Iron Eye, and Dexterity is good on Iron Eye. If you have a Raider on your team, you just stand near that and you'll get HP, which is really good. So, you know, some relics aren't necessarily about buffing you. They could be about helping your teammates or taking advantage of your teammates' abilities, which is, you know, I want more like the Totem Stellar ones like this. Like, there could be one for being near, if, like, boosting Crucible incants, or just boosting incantations in general when being near Executor in his beast form. Like, that'd be an idea. That'd be fun. You know, more synergies between characters would be interesting. And then we got a unique relic from Gnoster. This is a really, really powerful relic. I use this quite a lot. Increased max FP, always good. More Ashes of War, more magic, more FP is just, it's good. Starting Armament inflicts poison is really good as well, and Poison and Rot increase your attack power. So, really, really good. If you want to stay with your starting armament, I use this a lot on Revenant because her claws are one of her best weapons, and you're most likely to stick with them. So this is really good on Revenant. Iron Eye as well likes having poison bows, so just a really solid one. And then Merc. Cool. And now we've got the next Shifting Earth, we've got Mountaintop. Mountaintop is probably the worst, in my opinion, simply because the buff is very specific. I can't remember the exact details of the buff, but I know that it makes it so you take less build-up from Frostbite, so it halves Frostbite build-up, and increases your damage against Draconic foes. The first buff, Frostbite, only good against 2 Nightlords, those being Caligo, and phase 2 of the final boss if he picks Frostbite for his element that he's going to use against you, which is a 1 in 8 chance. So, And then the Draconic part of that only applies to 2 Nightlords, those being Adele and Caligo again. So Mountaintop buff is really good for Caligo, and you might want to use it for Adele, particularly Enhanced Adele is one nice thing people are using it a lot on. But aside from that, the buff is so specific to those specific Nightlords that it's not as useful as something like Crater, where it's just any weapon, legendary, can be really powerful. Rotwood's the increased health, and Rally is really helpful, and the city with the revive is incredible. So Mountaintop buff is a little bit disappointing, unfortunately, but it's still a pretty cool Shifting Earth event, I will say. Right, we picked up that Whetstone, so let's give that to the Iron Menial.
Oh, you've managed to procure one. Very kind of you. This will make repairing armaments much easier. I've little to offer, but if anything strikes your fancy, consider it yours.
So we get a couple of relics here, and a rather important item here. It's an earring. Now, Wylder, we know, has an earring. I'll actually just pop into its inventory. It was mentioned as Remembrance pages, so I was talking... I think I talked about them last night because we picked up the objective. We have the Wylder's earring. So a single earring belonging to the Wylder, rusted and encrusted with grime. Such ornaments were worn for generations by a distant tribe. They're delicately embellished to cast a pattern when held up to light. This appears to be one of a pair.
I'm very sorry, but that belongs to the priestess. Anything else? Oh, you merely wish to borrow it. Very well. But once you're finished, be certain to return it to her.
Awesome. It's the mended earring. So now we've got 2 earrings. We have Wylder's and the one that belongs to the priestess. It's been repaired. This earring has been fully restored. It's got the same little bit about the distant tribe, and this one also says it closely resembles the one owned by the Wylder. So let's take it to the light. I think in the remembrance pages it mentioned the study, so hold it up to the light. With both earrings together, a depiction of wind is projected along with short passage. 2 horses gallop side by side, may the wind spur us on our path. So there's definitely some connection between the Wylder and the priestess. Or at least she has the earring from the person that Wylder's connected to. Whether or not they are connected, we still need to find out.
What is it? What's this? It must be repaired already. That barely took any time at all. Thank you for fetching it. This is a thing of great value to me. A compass that will lead me to someone dear. I suppose you're thinking that earrings normally come in pairs. Oh, forgive me. I've likely talked your ear off. We must prepare for the next battle.
Cool. So it's very dear to her, so it's clearly something that does belong to her. And it will lead her to someone dear. So, Cool. The slate whetstone that we picked up is now a relic. Actual whetstone of high quality with a fine grain, precious sharpening stone mined in Limveld. The Clash of the Night has spanned eons, yet now precious little time remains. So yeah, that's sort of the thing. I think I've mentioned it, that sort of the time is convoluted and strange. Like, the Battle of the Night has been going on forever, but it's also going on in an instant. It's really weird, but it's cool. The effect on this one is we get follow-up attacks where possible when using our character skill. So after our grapple, we can push R1, or is it R2? I think it's just R1, and we'll get a flamey sword, which is pretty cool. Just with great swords, unfortunately, and physical attack up, which is good for Wylder because he uses lots of weapons. Okay. Chapter 4. Clutching the now solitary earring, the Wylder drifted off into sleep. The sun was setting on Windwale Knoll, and as if in deference to its name, a gale howled. Dreaded winter was approaching. By the time of the first frost, he knew that his sister would be far along her journey. Wylder fell silent, and Blank, flashing her signature smile, flicked her earring with her finger. Goodbye for now, dear brother. Once we're done, we'll meet again. He cannot remember her name, but he always remembered those parting words. The Wylder continued to fight, never mentioning his younger sister. There was no way forward except to soldier through the war at hand. He returned to the Round Table Hall that day to discover a note from the Iron Menial. I've considered what might explain your singular obsession with that earring. Then it came to me, the two of you possess such a striking likeness, so much so that I cannot deny it. There is something that you must know. Please check the study. So this is the study over here. I think I said the study was this area over here. It's kind of confusing, it's kind of weird, I don't know. But I got some stuff to check here. So, a short passage on the priestess of the Round Table. The priestess, mouthpiece of the Formless Master, rooted to the Round Table, she must share its fate. And so we've got evidence that the priestess is likely the Wylder's younger sister, because she does have the earring that she had. So the Round Table goes, the priestess goes, Wylder's sister goes, so that's a bit concerning. Hark, warriors, fell the Lord, and thy sins absolve. Upon the breaking of the night, the hold shall crumble, and thou too shalt be unbound. So Wylder will be freed from the Round Table, but the priestess will go the way of the Round Table, she'll be gone. So Wylder won't have a sister anymore. Short passage on the underground crypt. We lie the condemned of the first nightfall, whose sin is too great for absolution by our own deeds, thus we shall ever guide our progeny until the night breaks. From somewhere the sound of a heavy door opening rings out. So that is down here. And then down here.
Yes, the crypt is filled with the ancient people of these lands. I still remember looking after them long, long ago. As you know, mortality does not apply to those such as myself. These souls were laid to rest here in anticipation of the threat we now face, in a ritual required to draw the minds of their descendants here.
So these are the ancestors of the people currently in the Round Table. So each one of these coffins contains someone that is tied to the people up above.
Brave champion, there is something that you should know. The priestess was here long before the rest of you. Indeed, she is held captive by the Round Table itself. Brave the priestess, indeed, by the Round.
Yeah. Okay. The ways of cutting point to the deep woods, bestow branches of those who are worthy and wise. So the deep woods, that's referring to Recluse. So this is one of Recluse's ancestors. The ways of cutting point to Windwale Knoll, bestow branches of those who wander and roam. This is pointing to Wylder. To atone for the first sin, we elect to become the foundation. Also, Windwale Knoll is also the priestess as well, obviously, because potentially she is Wylder's sister, and it's looking more and more likely that is the case. I believe we now need to go talk to the Recluse, because we want to try and do something about the priestess, and the Recluse is probably someone who knows something.
I fear I may succumb to sleep.
We must put...
Okay, nope. That's a different thing. Hang on. Yep, no, that's a different thing I'm remembering. So I remember his quest. We're gonna actually go talk to the priestess. It's always hard for me to remember exactly what's going on. Ah. There's a different remembrance quest for Wylder. We got to talk to the recluse, if I remember.
What is it?
Are you trapped here?
So, dear caretaker let the cat out the bag.
Oh, it was screaming and everything was great.
I'm imprisoned by the Round Table Hold. Far from an architect of this scheme, I am merely another condemned. You may find it amusing, but it is the truth. Once we're done, it will be goodbye. The Round Table Hold and I are one and the same. I am rooted to this place, my exit forbidden. I'm glad we're in this together. It could be worse. We will win this war. I promise. The Round Table... I am rooted... I'm glad we will...
So the Wylders potentially found his younger sister, but she is trapped. She cannot leave the Round Table, and if they defeat the Nightlord, she'll be gone, and he'll be freed, and you'll never see her again. So, cool. Wylder's chalice, and the Wylder had the same dream time and time again. A long night persists, driving his clansfolk to madness. After a horrific battle, all that remains upon Windwale Nold is a sea of gravestones. After the deaths of cousin Farhad, little Shirin, and his own father, the clan's chieftain, the Wylder discovers that only he remains. And now only he can avenge his clan. Only he can bring an end to the night. But even if he can, once we're done, it will be goodbye. Even if the night were extinguished, the twin horses will never gallop outside one another again. Oh. That's all we can do for Wylder's Remembrance for now. Need to kill more Nightlords to keep going with that. So we did pick up a new chalice. So we picked up Wylder's chalice. This is red, yellow. Okay, my brain blanked on colours for a second there. And then a wildcard slot. It can be anything we want it to be. So this can be any colour. So we want the slate whetstone. Obviously that is really, really good. Yeah, I like this one. A little of endurance for a little stamina at the start and some improved crits. We put anything we want here. Let's sort this by size. Could get improved initial standard attack. Knight of the Baron is obviously pretty good. Get FP restoration upon successful attacks and some dexterity. Stamina recovers for each successful attack. Starting armament deals fire damage. Yeah, let's use that one. I don't really use Knight of the Beast too often, so use that. Yeah. So yeah, now we do fire damage at the start, which will be interesting. I think that's enough for this episode. Next time looks like we're taking on Augur, which will be interesting. But yeah. Oh, finally! Got this one recorded. Woo! Didn't stuff up again. But yeah, hopefully the audio is sounding good still. I tweaked another setting a little tiny bit. OBS has been telling me my mic's been picking up audio randomly for no reason, and I don't know why. So I hope that's actually just a bug with OBS and it hasn't been picking up or doubling the audio or doing something weird. I'll find out when I listen back to it in about 5 minutes, but yeah. Yeah, hope you enjoyed. Once again, I thank you all very much for watching, and I'll see you all next time. Take care, guys. Have a good one.